Okay, hey everybody, this is a quick video on project 2F. So for 2F, you're going to take your project 2E code and you're going to demonstrate that it runs memory error-free with Valgrind. So I have an example here, and I want to say it's almost the same project, but in 2E, you used a 2E statement.txt, and in 2F, I have a slightly different statement that I think is more likely to cause a memory error. And so you should be using 2F statement.txt. So I have two versions of my code here, and so I'm going to start with the bad version of the code, and I'm going to do it wrong first. If I say 2e bad.c, then that makes our a.out program. If I say valgrind a.out on 2f statement.txt, and I think it was this is this and one other word, one maybe, and run it, then Valgrind gives me some messages, but they're actually not the very most useful messages. And the reason why is when I compiled it, I did not compile it with -g. So I'm going to go back and say gcc-g. So you see on the version I just ran, it tells me I have an invalid read and has word, but it doesn't tell me which line of code it happened on. If I recompile with -g and then do it again, then it says that my invalid reads are happening on line 16. So the first thing is make sure that you're compiling your program with -g. And so here I'm running it with Valgrind, and the syntax for Valgrind is Valgrind a.out, and then the arguments, so whatever it was, 2f statement, this, one, and something else. And that's different than GDB. With GDB, if you put these arguments on the command line, GDB will just ignore them. So with GDB, you have to, you'd say GDB, so for example, if I say GDB a.out, 2f statement, this, one is, and then say run, it totally ignored all of these arguments, even though I put them on the command line, because that's just not how GDB works. What I should have done is within GDB, I should have said run 2f statement.txt, this, one is, and then it gives me the correct output. So with GDB, what you do is you say GDB and the program name, and then you say run and the arguments like 2f statement.txt, this is one. With Valgrind, you just do it all on one line like this, and Valgrind will take these arguments and feed it to your a.out the way that you'd like. So here I'm doing Valgrind. This is a fail. So if you turn in your project and it does this stuff and valid reads, then you've gotten it wrong. That was not the point of the project. The point of the project is you find these issues, you look at them, you analyze what's gone wrong, you fix your code, and you submit new code, and it won't tell me that there's problems. And so here's what that looks like. If I say gcc-g on this version, and by the way, here I did a Control-C, I had two versions of the code, project 2e.c and project 2e bad, and we were looking at project 2e bad. So now I'm going to look at project 2e, and if I say valgrind a.out 2f statement.txt, this is one, and it runs, you see it says it's doing the mem checker, and it doesn't tell me anything. I only see my own print statements, and then it says in use at exit 0 bytes and 0 blocks. That's very important. So if I had a memory leak, it would have said that there were some bytes left over and some blocks. It tells me there were 5 allocations and 5 frees. That's good, and that all the heap blocks were freed, no leaks are possible. So an output like this is what success looks like for this project. Okay, good luck with 2F. I hope this video has been helpful.